Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Pinakin Rawal and you are going to learn physics, NEET physics. Friends, in startup sessions we have just gone through graphs as well, limited definition of angle and its detail. Okay, in this session we are going to study the most important part of startup for physics, that is nothing but trigonometry. Okay, this one is the most useful tool which is mostly used in physics numericals or geometrical concept. You must have learned in low standard basic fundamentals of trigonometry, but let's just recall it. First of all, let us recall T ratios. That is trigonometric ratios. As you know very well, there are 6 components of a triangle, and particularly T ratios are defined for right angle triangle. So let us take a typical angle on ray OX with reference line OX. Suppose OP ray is making angle theta with the reference line. If we drop a perpendicular from P on OX, say it is M, then in triangle POM, angle POM is equal to theta. Definition of T ratios. Total 6 trigonometric functions are there. All are defined by mathematicians, and we have to just recall it. Sine of theta, it is a mathematical function, is given by opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Opposite by hypotenuse. In our figure, it is nothing but for particular this angle theta, it is PM, opposite side, and hypotenuse is OP. Same way, another T ratio, that is cosine, or in short we write it cos theta, is equal to adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. In our figure, it is OM by OP. And same way, tan theta is equal to opposite side divided by hypotenuse. In our figure, it is PM by OM. These are 3 main trigonometric ratio, and 3 inverse ratios are there. One is cosec theta. Cosec theta, it is inverse of sine theta. It is hypotenuse by opposite side, or in figure we can write OP by PM. Sec theta is inverse of cos theta, is given by hypotenuse divided by adjacent side. For given figure, it is OP by OM. And again cot theta is inverse of tan theta, is given by OM by PM. It is clear by definition, or you can say that sine and cosec are inverse of each other, cos and sec are inverse of each other, as well tan and cot are inverse of each other. Some identities are there. We are just taking a quick look about the topics which you have learnt in lower standards. Okay, in this particular triangle, we know very well Pythagoras theorem. In this figure it will be OP square is equal to OM square plus PM square. If we divide the total equation by OP square thoroughly, you will get here 1 OM square divided by OP square plus PM square divided by OP square. See here, OM by OP is nothing but what? By definition it is cos theta, and square is there, thereby we can write here cos square theta plus here it will be equal to what? PM by OP is nothing but sin theta, sin square theta we can write there. This one is identity. Same way we can easily prove 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta, and 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. These three identities are very useful in so many numericals. Okay, there are some fixed values for particular angles. For example, suppose we are having a triangle ABC, right angle triangle ABC, and if we are having this particular angle, that is ACB, say it is 30. You know very well one result in right angle triangle, the side opposite to 30's angle is exactly half of hypotenuse. That is the result it was in previous standards. Thereby, if AC is given by X, then by result it is AB is given by X by 2. And again, by definition, you know, sin 30 is equal to what? Opposite side by hypotenuse. X will be cancelled there, and thereby you will get 1/2. Same way we can define using Pythagoras, we can have this side, and same way define all trigonometric ratios using either Pythagoras or geometric results. For example, suppose you are given in triangle ABC, suppose you are said that sin theta is 6 by 10 and find all trigonometric ratios. Comparing, say this one is theta, then comparing with this definition, you will get 6 for AC. See here, AC will be opposite side of that theta and 10 is hypotenuse. Then it is AC by AB. And using Pythagoras, BC square will be equal to what? Under root of AB square minus AC square. You will get there 100 minus square of 6, it is 36, and thereby 64, root of that will be equal to 8. BC will be equal to 8. And again, now you can write all the trigonometric ratios. See, cos theta for this particular example will be equal to, this one is 8. Then cos theta will be equal to what? Adjacent by hypotenuse, that is 8 by 10. Same way tan theta will be equal to what? Opposite by adjacent, that is 6 by 8. And same way cosec theta will be equal to 10 by 6. Sec theta will be equal to inverse of cos, it is 10 by 8. And cot theta will be equal to 8 by 6. Inverse of tan theta. One more interesting thing is that in this Pythagoras trio, that particular angle will be always equal to 37. For this trio, 6, 8, 10. As well, if you are having sides 3, 4 and 5, means for 3, 4 and hypotenuse 5, as well 6, 8 and hypotenuse 10, you will get that theta that is opposite to 6 side or opposite to this AB side, AC side, that is opposite to 3, will be equal to 37. And thereby we can say that sine 37 is equal to 3 by 5. Tan 37 will be equal to 3 by 4. Now if that theta is 37, you can clearly say that angle BAC will be equal to 90 minus 37 is nothing but 53. These two angles, 37 and 53, are very much popular. Particularly questions asked for these angles as well. Some fixed angles are there. As I have said you, 30's angle is there, 90's angle is there, 45's angle is there. I have just provided the full table for these particular angles. You have to just memorize it. Okay, this was a revision. Now we are interested in finding values, trigonometric values for angle those are having measurement greater than 90 degree. Greater than 90 degree. For that purpose, we have to just memorize some tricks. T ratios, particularly for angles greater than 90 degree. Okay, let us just examine the XY coordinate system. Here we are having Y axis. This one is X axis. Here is our origin. Okay. As you know, this one is said to be first quadrant. This one is second. That you must have learned in lower standards. This one is third quadrant and this one is fourth quadrant. Okay, if your ray OP is somewhere here on OX line itself, then angle will be equal to 0. If your ray OP is somewhere here, then angle is equal to 90 degree there. And if the ray rotates through half rotation, then that particular angle is said to be 180 degree. That we have discussed in last lesson. Same way, if we further rotate it, here it will be 270 degree. Again, full rotation gives you 360 degree. And again, if that particular ray is rotating further above 360, then here it will be 450 degree. And here you will get 540 degree and so on. That means angle may be anything, and you will be in touch of this type of angles, and you have to find trigonometric ratios there. And for that purpose, we have to memorize reduction formula. This one is now important. Reduction formula is for finding values of trigonometric ratios for angle greater than 90's measurement. Okay, for that purpose, let us check these quadrants in two ways. If you measure angle anti-clockwise starting from OX line itself, then angle is direct theta. And if you measure clockwise from this y-axis, then angle will be equal to 90 minus theta. Starting from y-axis, if you measure angle anti-clockwise, it will be 90 plus theta. Here it will be in reverse order, gives you 180 degree minus theta. Here it will be 180 plus theta. Here it will be 270 degree minus theta. Again in this quadrant, fourth quadrant, it will be 270 plus theta, otherwise it is 360 minus theta. That you have to memorize. As well, among all 6 trigonometric ratios, in first quadrant, all the trigonometric ratios are positive. That you have to memorize. In this particular quadrant, that is second one, sine is positive. As well, its inverse is nothing but cosec is positive there. In third quadrant, tan is positive, as well cot is positive there. In fourth quadrant, cos is positive and its inverse, that is sec, is positive there. A question must be there in your mind. How? Don't take any tension. It is not our task. Mathematicians have suggested and we are going to learn physics. Thereby, we are interested only in fruits of mathematics, not the process. Process will be discussed in physics, because for conceptual building, the thorough discussion of physics concepts is required. How answer of questions like how, why will be there, but in mathematics it is okay. By memorizing, you will easily go through the numericals. Okay, you can shortly memorize it like this: all STC, all, that means all are positive, sine is positive, tan is positive, cos is positive there. Okay, now what is reduction formula? If your angle is, say you are asked to find out value of sine 120 degree, what you have to do? See here, 120 degree will be in second quadrant. You can see there, 120 degree will be in second quadrant. You have to just bifurcate that angle in two parts. One part must be multiple of 90 and another must be acute. That theta must be acute angle and box must be 90's multiple, like this: 90 plus 30. Or you can convert it sine 180 minus 60. That is your choice. After that, your answer will be sine theta if your box is even multiple of 90 degree, and will be equal to cos theta if your box is odd multiple of 90 degree. If box is even multiple of 90, here even multiple of 90 is there, that is 90 multiplied by 2, then your answer will be equal to sine of same angle, that is sine of 60. If that box, here we are having 90, in this manner 90 is odd multiple of 90, thereby it must be converted into cos. Okay, how can we convert sine or cos? There are complementary angle relation. Means sine and cos are interrelated complementarily. Means sine of 50 is equal to cos of 40. That is complementary angle, that is angle addition of two angle is 90, then they are said to be complementary. That means sine is converted into cos, otherwise cos, if cos is there, it is converted into sine. Tan will be converted into cot and sec will be converted into cosec. Now about the sign, that is positive or negative, is decided by using this relation. If you are given original function, see original function, here we are given what? Sine. angle is in second quadrant. In second quadrant, sine is positive, and thereby your answer will be positive. Same way here. You are writing 180 minus 60, doesn't matter, but it is in second quadrant, and thereby sign of this particular answer will be positive, because sign is positive in second quadrant. And value of cos 30 is nothing but root 3 by 2. You can refer in table. You have to memorize this one. Plus root 3 by 2. Again, sin 60 is root 3 by 2. Okay. Suppose you are given to find cos of 150. Either you can convert it like this, 90 plus 60, or you can convert it like this, 180 minus 30. Okay. Now our reduction formula. If your box is odd multiple, here it is odd multiple, then you have to convert complementary. Then cos will be converted into sine. Here, if it is even multiple, then you have to write just as it is. Function will be unconverted. Okay. Now about the sine. See, original function is given their cos. Just you have to check this original given function. Mind well, original given function is cos. Your angle is in second quadrant, and in second quadrant cos is negative there. See, cos is positive in fourth one, but in second one it is negative, and thereby in second quadrant original cos function is negative. This one is duplicate, but original cos function which is asked is negative there. Then your answer will be negative root 3 by 2. Again here you can write negative. Value will be same and only. Just way of representing is different. I think this much discussion is enough for finding values of trigonometric ratios which are greater than 90. It's okay. You can refer to material as well, which is provided in description box, and some examples for exercises provided there. You can go through it. Right now I am leaving. This is enough for trigonometric ratios. We will discuss some more identities afterwards in next videos. Keep watching. Right now, thank you for watching. See you.